All right, everybody, we are picking the peaches from our patio peach tree. This is our second year. We have two of them. We have this one, that one over there, that one over there. Might not be good. And yeah, there's tomatoes. We ended up planting some tomatoes in there. But here's our patio peach tree. Here's the peaches. Smell good and they taste good. Well, yeah, and here you go. We have a peach tree in here, but it didn't grow that good, so I said let me just throw a tomato plant in there, and this thing has overtaken that whole area. All right, there, I completely cut this guy back last weekend. Man, that parsley's all grown back super fast. So what's going on today? I'm gonna do some harvesting. Not a whole bunch, but I got a bunch of more stuff that we need to get canned. I was gonna eat it, but yeah, maybe. Oh man, all in the hand. Alrighty, just got the wagon full of, well, got the wagon of tools in that. Time to head back into the backyard. The sun is coming out. Another 80-degree day here. Does not feel like fall at all. Get in here and start doing some harvesting. Right there's what we're going after. We have some potatoes in here. Somewhere in here, inside. Yeah, we got some potatoes. Got a lot of green beans in here. Got a bunch of potatoes in here. I'm gonna go ahead and just start here in the garden bed. We got a bunch of potatoes right in here. Alrighty, so I don't really know. Can't remember what I planted here. So let me just get some of this stuff out of the way, and we're just gonna go ahead and just gently pull this up a little bit. Just watered, so hopefully it'll help. Oh yeah, look at that. These are the Yukon Golds. That's a good one right there. Hopefully you have a bunch more of these in there. It's a good one. Oh yeah, there you go. There's another one. I'm just gonna go ahead and just dig out this area. Gotta use my gloves. Pulling potatoes out. Your fingernails will kind of rip the skin. These skins are very fragile. So use gloves so that when you're digging them out, your nails aren't gonna be ripping in there and damaging the skin. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna grab the scraps. I didn't have too many plants in there. Enough for a meal. Go ahead and take these and throw them in the compost bin. Right there. So the green beans in this area, they're keep producing like crazy. Got to harvest some more today, do some more canning of green beans, but got all the potatoes out. I do got potatoes in the hoop house. We're gonna get that when it gets a little bit cooler. A lot of stuff like this parsley has gone to flower. I'm gonna leave it and try to harvest some of the seeds for next year. In this garden bed right here, we got pepperoncinis. Still producing. I don't think we're going to get any more, so we're going to try to just get what we can and let, like that one maybe, that one probably going to pull it, but like that one right there, going to let it continue to mature. I'm going to get carrots out of here because we're going to be canning carrots and that daikon radish that I picked out of there earlier this week. And I'm noticing in here I got a bunch of beets that are ready, so go ahead and pull these beets out. There you go. And it's definitely time to get these carrots. Stuff is eating to them. That one's all mush and everything, getting split open. Yeah, it's all slimy. So we really got to get these carrots out. What I do is I just barely put my shovel blade in there and kind of rock it back and forth. And then I can go ahead and just pull these carrots right out. So when in here, I'm just gonna find where the carrots are, put it right on the side, slowly rock back and forth and get underneath them and try to push them straight up. These are little baby carrots, so they're not down there that deep. If I have the other ones, I might need to go on side to side, but I want to loosen it up so these carrots come straight out. Well, there you go. I got this one line of carrots up, and I met up to where this one peppercini plant is. One thing that I'm going to be working on this year is overwintering. So peppers are somewhat of a perennial, so we're going to, this pepper plant right here, we're going to end up digging it up out of the ground, trimming it down, and we're going to be storing it in our basement all winter long and then replanting it next year. So if you've done this method before, let me know down there in the comments on what works great for you. Tips. I've never done this before, so I'm reaching out to the community right now. Help me help others extend their pepper life. Alrighty, so talking about more carrot harvest. So that one line right there, I had thinned those earlier in the year, and I purposely left another side not thinned to show you why we want to thin our carrots. And look right here, they're growing so close together, and if I go and pull one of these out, look how small that is. Now these are small carrots, but they should be like that. Like these are from that area too that I didn't thin, they're small. And look at the other carrots that, you know, so much bigger and better. So I've said it once, I've said it 5 times, maybe 20 times. Make sure you thin your carrots. You know what that is? Put the seeds in, wait for them to come up, and then cut some out so you have spacing. Thin them out. Alrighty, so these carrots, like I said, I don't really said it, but I really haven't touched these at all this year. I do have some onions in here too. So yeah, the onions aren't the biggest. I just ripped the top right off. I wanted to save that top. Get my onion, or no, get my shovel, kind of just bring it in there a little bit. And yeah, nice little yellow onion. Yellow, man, my brain's off. Nice little white onion. So just gonna go in here and just dig some of these out. They're nice and small, but you know what? I really like small little onions. We love eating onions, but I like to put a little bit of onions in my stuff. That's a perfect amount. Throw that in the wagon and see how the carrots look. I don't remember what size, and to be honest with you, I really didn't thin these out that much as well. Now, yeah, I do preach a lot about thinning, and I am a victim of not thinning as well. So as you can see right there, all these carrots kind of just grew together, really small. It's really hard to clean the small carrots. That's why we really like the big carrots, but we got carrots, so I'm happy. This is a onion right here. It doesn't look like there's any bulb on it, or it's really, really small. Yeah. So I tried, and it's actually all mush. So this onion's completely garbage. I'll just throw it over there. I'm gonna get to my garbage pile later. I worked on growing onions from seed this year. I'm still learning that. I know it's basic, but I have troubles with it. So I think I did plant, I had a bunch of small carrots, so just another one right there. So just keep going down the patch here, getting them out. Finding a lot of worms in here. That makes me really happy. Been rebuilding my soil. There we go. Got some good onions in there. Whew. Again, sorry, my brain is off. I probably shouldn't be recording today. Got some good carrots. So I'm just going to go down the line here, and I'm going to go ahead and just get the rest of the carrots out. And I keep saying onions because I have onions baked in here with them. So I'm going to go in there and get all the carrots out, and we'll come back. Alrighty, so I just finished, and I have a lot of the small carrots still, like I said, so should be good. I did have some really, really nice ones in there too, but got a bunch in there. They'll be good. Well, guess what? I found more carrots, and these ones are nice, like Edward Scissorhands, Edward Carrot Hands. My middle name is Edward, so just saying. So I got some more there. Wow. Lined up going on the other side of the tomato patch. Let's get those out. These tomatoes probably got another week and they're done. But I planted a bunch of carrots, and again, I know, don't beat me up. I didn't thin these either. Yes, I know, I tell you to thin. Yes, I tell you to thin. What can I say? Bingo! Ah, there we go. I almost just ripped all the tops off. That's why it is beneficial to grab a shovel and just kind of help coax them out. We'll work on that all the way down, get these carrots out. Need these carrots for my canning that I'm going to be doing. And we'll also store them in the fridge. This should last a good amount. We'll go over that in a little bit. Oh yeah, but again, yeah, these are all nice and small. And when I say nice and small, I don't want them to be small. But that's what happens when you don't thin. And I think primarily here, I was going for ground coverage because I wanted to try to keep the weeds down. Yeah, that's what I was doing. See, I'm making stuff up as I go. Now, I really wanted to pack this bed in with a bunch of stuff. Like I have celery right there. I have some basil. Oh, it smells so good. And then I had the line of carrots here. One of my goals this year was trying to keep weeds down. We'll use carrots. They're cheap. We eat a lot of them. And they're good. So, yeah, see, look at these guys are just pointless. I'll end up just probably wasting those. They're just way too small. But along the way, I'll get a couple that are nice, and that's a bonus. Alright, you're almost done with the carrots here. I have a mound of carrots down there, but again, unfortunately, a lot of them are small. But it's alright. I got plenty to use. Yeah, I got some random tomatoes on the ground. I got a compost bucket right there. Finish this last bit, and I think this is the last carrots that we have in the ground for the year. So, just like that, the 2025 carrot growing season has come to an end. We got a lot of work. That's what we got. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to wag this, get this wagon out of here. Wag the wagon. Probably not the right word. We'll get the wagon out of here. We'll bring him over by my draft hose over there. It's got a cool little nozzle on it. We'll spray these down. And I actually retract that statement. I want to go through the carrots first. The ones that I'm going to end up keeping in the fridge, I'm not going to spray down. Carrots that you're going to store, you want to store them without cleaning them. We don't want to add a lot of water to them, but we'll cut the greens off. So I'm going to go through those. I'm going to use a bunch of them today for canning. So I'm going to just weed through the ones that I want. Alrighty, we're harvesting some more green beans.
They're getting smaller.
They're getting smaller. So what do you look for typically when you're harvesting them? You do them more than I do because I can't see the colors that well. Longer and...
where the beans are, you don't want them too big. Like this one.
So is that a perfect one?
Yeah.
I take that out so we can see it with the light. There we go.
So it's like not super thin because these are like super thin. Like these are thicker.
So that's what we want.
So it's more developed.
Alrighty, so yeah, Jen does a lot of the harvesting because I'm colorblind and I have a hard time really seeing the colors. And I pick a lot of stuff that's underripe, so she does a lot of the harvesting. Carrots I get because I can do that. You know, I do help out, but she does a lot of it for me. Alrighty, so I'm back at the peppercini plant and I am starting to harvest these. And I'm looking at them that are pretty dark, pretty decent size, and we will end up pickling these and canning them. And that is what I do with my pepperoncinis. On most of my platforms, I have how I make my pepperoncinis pinned. Just go check that out. But I got a bunch here. I'm just gonna grab. Hopefully, I can get 2 more jars of them. Really love these. There you go. Alrighty, so it looks like we missed something.
Not just one.
Oops.
Yeah, they're dying.
Yeah, these guys are just.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty gnarly. Definitely not gonna keep this guy. That guy. Compost food. It's just as I was walking over to the compost bin, Jen said one of the squash plants fell. That's a problem. Squash plants have been doing really good. And there it is, right there.
Was it too heavy?
Yeah, oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, we'll kind of get this supported up somehow. Walking by the tomatoes, sun ripe. So good. It's nice and warm inside. Gardening snacks. Now, let's get to this little archway here. So yeah, that's what fell. There's nothing else growing on here. So I'm just gonna cut it back and kind of try to get it supported up here. Alrighty, so I'm on a mission right now. I gotta try to find some twine because I want to use the twine to hold that plant up. I don't really like those squashes to be on the ground. I really like them to be up. So I have a roll somewhere. It's almost out. I'm just trying to find it. I don't know where it's at. I might just use this for now. Might just use this for today. Never mind, I found it. We'll use this to hold it up. Nah, the pumpkin is still green over here. Might just pick it. Just keep it going. We did pick all the rest of them. We still got to get the one inside there. There's another. Oh yeah, that one's new. Yeah, hopefully that one will turn. Oh, there's one right here. That one's not really gonna make it.
No, that one's yellow.
Yeah, it's starting to get eaten. Yeah, we'll get in here. We got a butternut squash in there too. Oh, no, I like that. I gotta go around. There we go. So supporting it here at the base end, and then a little around the center right there. Really need to last a couple more weeks. Hopefully this guy turns. That wasn't the best plan. I don't know. Alrighty, so round 2. I put one round there, a couple there. We'll see how it goes. I'm taking bets anyway. It's probably gonna fall down again. That's the struggles with vertical gardening. It works great because it's a space saver, but sometimes it doesn't. And I think this guy is ready. I'm gonna pick him. Alrighty, well, I had to get some arm sleeves. This viney stuff is just ripping at my arms. My arms are itching so bad, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this guy off. There we go. First spaghetti squash harvest of the year 2025. Yeah, buddy. This celery is amazing this year. Tastes so good. Well, everybody, this is the last of the zucchini season. Tried a new technique this year, my vertical gardening for zucchini. And man, oh man, did it work. I use these tomato cages with a T-post I pretty much helped them grow up the tomato cage, like you see that one right there. And then as it grew up, the stalk there, I just tied it back to the T-post. And that saved me so much room. We got so much zucchini as well. Never had that much before. If you want to grow zucchini and you have a limited space, grow it vertically. Alrighty, well, I think I've done enough work outside for right now. Time to head inside and start processing all that food that I grew. Alright, everybody, well, thanks for joining me today. Did some end of the year harvesting, got our carrots done, cleaned up our zucchini. Awesome. Do it next year. Vertical gardening. We also fixed our spaghetti squash, harvested some, just did some more garden talk. Keep growing, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.